Probably had John on a flush draw, but now he's worried. Has he got a 6 with it? That's what he's worried about. He's not thinking of 6-8.
Call.
There you go. He's going to call.
He didn't know what to do. He made to fold, then he made to raise. Now he's called, and he's not going to be happy.
She got the 6.
And the 8.
There you go. As I say, he asked him, had you got the 6? That was what he was worried about. Very unlucky there, Michael.
Pain etched all over Michael Breen's face. A John Thrower stacking him up like a champion. He's a chartered accountant, and he's filling out the books in the profit column.
Welcome back to the 5th heat of Late Night Poker Ace. All 6 players still remain, and remember, the winner of tonight's heat goes through to the grand final, while the runner-up gets a second chance in the semis.
Pass.
Pass.
Raise. 100.
Raise to 100. Pass.
Again, a weak raise here from Michael. He's short stacked. He really should be raising a minimum of 3 to 4 times the big blind. Doesn't want to allow the blinds to call him cheaply.
That's exactly what he'd done. Sean on the button, coming in with the 7-8 suited. It was only a double, 100 pounds, and it's 50 on Perry Hollingworth.
Pass.
Oh, Perry's playing very tight here. 50 more to call.
2 players.
Head up and action on Michael, who's got quite a nice flop. No pair, but a little up and down straight.
Check. Check.
If he checks the turn, Sean will probably bet this.
Check.
Check. Check.
No, he should have done because, well, Michael got there at last.
That was the best possible card for Michael. Ace high straight, 10 jack queen king ace. He'll have to check those again. Do I really have that?
What's the pot?
275.
He's trying John's trick.
275.
Let's bet the pot.
275. Pass.
Sean couldn't call that bet with play money. Michael, not realizing how many outs he had in the deck, using the straight and taking a pot down.
Michael made a straight. That's a run of 5 cards, not in the same suit, which was well ahead on the poker ladder of Sean's single pair of 3s.
My poker background basically started with playing with my father, who's quite a good player. I used to drive him around to casinos and sit outside the casino and wait for him to come back in, with his pockets empty usually, in a bad mood. My wife loves me playing poker, but only when I win. My friends, I enjoy playing with them, especially when I'm taking their money away from them.
And remember, for more information on the next series, go to www.channel4.com/poker.
Pass. Raise to 100. Pass.
It's been a raise announced from Andrew.
Pass.
Yeah, again, it's smaller than I'd like to see, Jesse. I mean, it's only 50 raise, and this means that players like John have got the chip lead in this position. They're definitely going to call with virtually any 2 cards.
Well, that's exactly what's happened. John's been nearly priced in, and
2 players.
what a perfect flop for him. He's got Andrew drawing to a thin skin.
Wait, please. Another turn.
Andrew's bet out a turn here. John should check here now and let him make the bet.
Check.
Yeah, the bet
Check.
is compulsory. It must stand.
100.
Call.
So he's playing perfectly here, John. He's got top pair with a flush draw. He's not going anywhere.
See, I wonder if I did that.
That's even better. Up and down straight draw in addition to the flush draw and the pair. John might fire in a thicket full.
300.
Yeah, the only thing Andrew can hit is John's second pair, middle pin 8, so I don't think he's going to want to carry on with this pot.
Pass.
And John taking pot after pot. Andrew, that pot bled him a little bit dry, Simon. Those chips hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still like second lowest in chips. Michael caught up a little bit. He's got 1,000. Andrew's got slightly more at 1,100. But John, who is outplaying everybody at the moment, I charted a counter from Stevenage, 3,550. Huge chip lead at this early stage.
A friend of mine introduced me to it online about 18 months ago, 2 years almost, and thanks to that guy I've been saddled with it ever since. My friends, they're jealous as hell, to be absolutely honest, because they introduced me to the game. My family, I only told them after I'd qualified through the second heat that I'd got here, and they were A, shocked I think, and B, delighted for me. So we'll see what happens after this.
So just to clarify, John Thrower is way out in front with Sean Watkins in second place. Andrew Briggs and Michael Breen need to improve their position quickly. It's a full house on deck here,
Pass.
but Andrew struggling in the deep water. Sean Watkins has a bit of chips, and it's 50 pounds to call.
Call. Call. Pass.
Call.
Call.
Well, it's not a family pot, but it ain't far either. 4 in the door here for this pot. Flop to come, 200 pounds in the
4
center,
players.
and a little something for a few. Pair
Check.
for both Lee and Sean.
Check.
So is Sean going to do a little information bet here? Look at the way Lee's looking at him.
150.
Little scratchy here, Lee. Shall I just flat call and trap, or shall I put a small raise in?
He's got 2 players behind him, Simon.
There's no flush draw there. He's got to feel that he's definitely in front with King Jack.
Raise to 400.
This pot getting serious now.
Pass.
John saying he can't compete. I can't imagine Michael either. And this is a tough decision for Sean.
No. No, not the way he's seen Lee playing.
250 back on him.
Doesn't look like the sort of guy that likes to be bullied, but I think he's a good enough player to lay this down.
Pass.
Voila, Simon Trumper. And that's exactly what has happened. Thomas Kremser announcing that as an additional prize, Lee not only gets the pot, but the blinds get raised, playing 50 and 100 now, the 3rd level. We haven't lost a player yet.
Nope.
John Thrower on the button with a whole bundle of red chips. They're 100 pounds apiece. Orange chips, of course, only worth 25. There's 12,000 pounds on this table.
Pass.
And 150 in the pot right now.
Yeah, absolutely,
Pass.
Jesse. The blinds have gone up though, 50-100. Michael with a short stack with 950.
Pass.
He's going to have to find a hand during this round and commit all his chips.
Call.
The average, obviously, with all 6 players there, is still 2,000. And our clear chip leader is John Thrower, 3,400. And John's just flat called this time.
Yeah, he's crept in with a pair of 9s and
Raise.
almost like clairvoyance. Michael Breen
200.
behind him with the ace-king.
200.
Raise to 200.
But it's only 100 more to John. He's not going to fold those 9s. He may be trapping.
With such a weak raise from Michael, with the ace-king suited, John might even decide to re-raise him.
Call. Thanks.
That was the hand he should have committed all his chips on. If he'd have put all his chips in, then John would have called. And he would have got paid. He would have doubled up.
What a lovely flop for Michael. He's got the top pair. But John might think he's got something. 2 9s don't look bad on that flop. So.
I'll raise. 400. 400.
This is just pure inexperience here from Michael. He's done 2 mistakes. He should have moved in pre-flop, and John would have called him with the 2 9s, and he would have had this opportunity to double up. and then on the flop, John actually went to bet out of turn.